Primary versus secondary, Florida cattle ranching. Primary source. A primary source is an immediate first-hand account of a topic. Primary sources can be, this is where you can take a glimpse into the past. Images, videos, documents, or artifacts. The first are videos. This is a documentary on Florida crackers.
I was overwhelmed, knocked out. It was fabulous.
We drove right through them Everglades, and I mean not a fence in sight.
It told a history that most people don't know ever happened, and it tells about a present that most people don't know is happening.
And to see this film and the history and the old families.
Images. The image on the left is of a group of ranchers ranching in the late 1800s, early 1900s. The image on the right is of Jacob Summerlin, who was one of the first cattle ranchers, major cattle ranchers in the state of Florida. Letters. This letter is a letter written talking about the screwworm epidemic that happened between 1958 and 1969. Secondary sources are created by an individual who did not experience or witness the event firsthand. Secondary sources is where you can learn about the past by reading them: textbooks, informational books, and websites. Here I've given 3 books that you can find. I own all 3 of these books. The first is Images and Information. This is a Florida Cattle Ranch by Alto Bud Adams. The next is The Legacy of the Florida Pioneer Cow Hunter. This is In Their Own Words by Nancy Dale. And the last is The Florida Cow Hunter, The Life and Times of Bone Mizell, written by Jim Bob Tanley. 2 websites that I found that have information on Florida cattle ranching and the history of Florida cattle ranching. One is Wikipedia. It talks about Deseret Ranch, which covers 3 counties here in the state of Florida: Brevard, Orange, and Osceola County. And the other is floridamemories.com, where you can find all kinds of information on photos on ranching. Primary versus secondary sources. Primary and secondary sources are great to have in the classrooms when you're teaching about history in the classroom. Here in the state of Florida, when teaching in the 4th grade classroom and talking about Florida history, cattle ranching is a huge part of our natural history. Resources. I went to nal.usda.gov, 1958-1969, the stop of screwworms. History of the Florida cattle industry, journals.uair.arizona.edu, and of course floridamemories.com/learn/exhibits/photos_exhibits/ranching. The last page here is of my family. My family in today's Florida cattle ranching. My family has been in the cattle ranching since 1835. We are working on raising the 7th generation of Florida cattle ranchers here in Osceola County, Florida. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation.